You don't think you're the shit. That's why nobody takes you seriously. You're walking around with your head down, hands in your pocket. You're so unsure of yourself. And that's why people don't gravitate towards you. And I want to help you change that, fellas. I want you to walk around proud of the man that you are. And even if you're not where you want to be, you still conduct yourself as the man, as the real deal. Because when you do that, you attract opportunities. Remember, success is not something you chase. It's something you attract. Your energy, your aura. If people do not gravitate towards you, there's a problem. And we need to address that problem. We need to look at what the heck's going wrong and make some changes. Looking back at my younger self, when I was really fucking negative, when I didn't believe that this girl would be attracted to me, nothing happened. Nobody gravitated towards me. Opportunities weren't being lined up for me. No. I was just an average bum. However, once I made those changes and I decided, you know what? I'm going to talk like it. I'm going to walk like it. I'm going to make sure that I act as the man that I truly want to become today. You know, because a lot of you guys, you're separating the man that you truly want to be from who you are right now. You're like, yeah, but I'm not him, Ali, and I don't want to lie to myself. I'm with you. I don't want you to be fake positive and pretend to be somebody you're not. However, I want you to understand why it's important to act as the man today. Because it will help you get to that person. It will help you close the gap and be that person quicker. But if you're distancing yourself from the person you truly want to become, if you're like, you know what? Yeah, but Ali, I'm still a piece of shit. I'm not a good communicator, Ali, and I'm ugly and no woman wants to. Then you're just going to ensure that you never become that man. I hope I'm making sense here, guys. There's a saying, act as if. Embody that person that you truly want to become today. And one thing that I want you to do first is to earn your own respect. That's how you get that natural swagger. By earning your own respect. You have to be able to respect the man that you see in the mirror. Because if you do not respect that man, then naturally you're going to conduct yourself in a manner that doesn't look confident. You're going to be unsure of yourself. Just remember this quote, fellas. A man that has confidence in himself gains the confidence of others. Now, we're not doing it for other people. However, as a natural consequence of you being sure of yourself, of you being confident in yourself, other people are going to be like, wow, incredible. And you attract opportunities both romantic and also career-wise, financial opportunities. Okay? And so what I want you to do is gain your own respect. Go out there, confront difficult tasks head on. If you're out of shape right now, of course, when you look in the mirror, you're like, man, I'm a fat bastard. Look at me with my tits, 38% body fat. Of course, you're not going to respect yourself. And that's why you're not going to go out there and conduct yourself with confidence. So what do you need to do? Address the weight problem. Drastically make changes. Rapidly make changes. Don't sit around on the idea. No, act whilst the intention is hot. Whilst you really want to do it, pull the trigger. If you really wanted to, man, you fucking would. You guys that haven't taken action yet, you just don't want it bad enough. You're okay with the circumstance that you're currently experiencing. You are, and you could say otherwise. You could say, no, Ali, I'm not okay with it. Yes, you fucking are. Otherwise, you would have done something by now. The pain isn't high enough for you. There was a period in my life where I was a fat bastard, and I decided, you know what? Unacceptable. I cannot allow this to continue. And I made some drastic changes. There was a period in my life where I was a broke son of a bitch. And I decided this is unacceptable. So it has to get to a point for you where this is absolutely unacceptable. I cannot continue this way. And you have to go and make changes. And when you make those changes and you get better and your physique improves and your finances improve, that swagger will come to you. Now, I don't want you to get ahead of yourself and start being demeaning to other people. No. A healthy amount of swagger is what I want you guys to attain. And obviously, the more success you attain, the more surer of yourself you would be. And that doesn't have to come at the expense of other people. So don't be a dickhead. Don't mistreat somebody else just because now you're making enough money to buy a Lambo or whatever, right? Don't be, an absolute cunt, shall I say. No. Still conduct yourself with the utmost class and respect. However, naturally, the better you become, the more swagger you're going to have, and people are just going to continue to gravitate towards you. That's why oftentimes you see people who are very successful. They just keep winning. They keep collecting one splendacious W after the other. And you're like, man, how do they keep winning? When you become a winner, you attract other winners. They say once you've made your first million, I haven't made it yet, but once you've made your first million, the second, third, fourth, and fifth come relatively quickly after. I don't mean a week, but you get the picture here. Because you're in a position, you're in different circles usually. You're around different conversations. Okay? So it becomes like the snowball effect. So if you don't like yourself right now, there's a reason. And usually it comes from not fulfilling the promises that you made to yourself. You were chatting shit for a long time. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. This is my year, 2023. Here we are, June the 12th. What have you done? You might be worse than when you first started back in January. If you're worse, that's a serious problem. Right? And as I said yesterday in my video, you have to measure your progress. You can't grow what you don't measure. So tell yourself, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm going to make sure that going forward, I know what the fuck is going wrong with me. Treat yourself like a project. Right. This is a new project. I'm going to make sure that I get in shape in the next 6 months. I'm going to make sure that I increase my income by $2,000 or $3,000 a month. Right, what do we need to do? Let's sit down. Let's devise a plan. Let's review the plan week in, week out. Let's make sure that I have an idea of what I need to do every day. See yourself as a project. Don't be negative. Oh my God, see, everyone else is winning at 25 and here. Nah, we don't want to feel sorry for ourselves now. It's healthy criticism. We're criticizing ourselves because we care about ourselves. Sometimes you got to be your own coach. You got to keep it real with yourself. Come on, man. It's unacceptable. It's what I told myself, man. Back when I was almost 30% body fat, I was like, Annie, what the fuck are you doing, you fat, chubby bastard? Look at you. I was disgusted at myself because I cared about me. I wanted the best for me. So it hurt me seeing how I let myself go. It pained me on the inside because I know that that's a shadow of the man that I could be. And that something went wrong along the way for me to get to that point because nobody plans on being fat. Let's just keep it real. It's what happens when you don't make a plan and take action. It's harder getting in shape than it is getting fat. All you need to do to get fat is just fucking keep eating and don't keep track of your calories and barely move. Whereas getting in shape requires a tremendous amount of discipline and high activity, right? So looking at myself, I didn't like the man I saw, and that was a problem because I want to be able to wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and be like, you know what, at least I could take care of my fucking body. At least I could do that. That doesn't cost me much. Even if you can't afford a gym membership, you can go outside to the park, do some pull-ups if there's a pull-up bar somewhere. Do some push-ups, go for a run. To get into decent shape, come on, man. You don't have to be rich to do that. Okay, so I wanted to be able to wake up and at least respect the way I take care of my physique. And then from there, it just becomes a case of, right, I said I would upload content. I said I would do this. I said I would do that. have I done it? And if I haven't done it, why am I not doing it? I need to analyze what the fuck's going on. Otherwise, I'll continue waking up every single day and just, coasting. Not really aware of where I am in life and what's working and what's not working. And before you know it, I'm 40, 45, 50. Nothing really's changed in my life. I'm just older. And I don't want that for you guys. I don't want time to pass and you're just the same old Jack, the same old Joe. I want you to be like, fucking hell, I don't recognize who I was 10 years ago. Look at the major improvements that I've made. And remember, when you improve drastically, you become a better servant to the community and to your family, a better leader. Kids deserve a strong father. Your partner, your wife, deserves a strong husband. And when I say strong, I don't just mean fucking muscles. I mean strong physically, mentally, financially. You're a tough man. You've got a quality network around you. You've built a fantastic life for yourself. And you can do that. Now, I don't want you looking at what someone else is doing. Yeah, but Ali, my friend, fuck that. Stay in your lane. I always talk about the importance of staying in your lane. Don't be looking right or left. Stay in your lane. Focus now. As long as you become better than who you were yesterday, then you're doing good. I used to look at what other people were doing that were my age or younger, and that brought me a lot of misery because I thought I was behind. No, I'm competing with circumstances I know nothing about. I don't know if this guy got a loan or if his family gave him money or whatever. I don't know. So that's why now I don't concern myself. I applaud people for the success that they have acquired in life, but I do not worry about how their success makes me look. No. If anything, it inspires me. But I don't spend so much time looking over the fence. No. I focus on what I have to do. Ali, come on. You've got goals that you need to accomplish. Okay, so if you're looking to get that natural swagger, fellas, go out there and earn your own respect. Okay, we don't want to be delusional in the sense of you think you're someone you're not. I don't want you to be demeaning to other people as you start to do well. Oh, yeah, look at you guys. Yeah, I'm way more. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to be men of class and integrity and honor. But to have that healthy swagger about you, where you know that if you say I can do it, you can do it because you've proved it. That's the thing about that swagger. It usually comes from somebody who has proven with data that what they say they can do. That's why we admire UFC fighters and boxers, right? And football players. Because when they say I'm the best, usually they've got a good amount of data to back that up. And I know certain debates have people divided, such as who's the greatest footballer of all time, Ronaldo or Messi. But any one of those players has the right to say that they are the greatest because of the amount of goals they've scored and the amount of competitions that they've played in. There's a lot of data. Okay? So, for example, if you've gone out there and you've lost a lot of weight and you're now 8% body fat or 10% body fat, you can look back and be like, you know what, I've got the data to back up that, you know what, I can give you fitness advice because look at me. Financial, same thing. If you've done really well financially and somebody comes to you and says, hey, I want some advice, at least you can respect yourself because you know that this advice that you're going to give this person has merit to it because you've achieved success yourself. Do you see what I'm saying here, guys? Data, that data gives you the swagger. The fact that you've said something and you've done it, you've pulled through. Most people, they chat shit and they never follow through. That's why that self-esteem is dangerously low. They're on 1% when it comes to self-esteem because they talk left and walk right. I'm going to do this, guys. Every January, we hear the same thing from the same people. 3 weeks into the year, everybody starts to fall off. Very few people actually continue to do what they said they were going to do. Okay? And maybe what you need to do here, guys, is also surround yourself with people that are engaging in a high amount of activity. Just watch how they respect their time. They truly care about themselves, which is why they want to make sure they get the maximum out of every day. If you fucking piss a day down the drain, if you waste a whole day, then you don't really care about yourself, man. You don't. You don't love yourself. Because if you waste a day, that day becomes 2 days a week. You just don't care about yourself, man. People that truly love themselves work hard. They sacrifice because they care about themselves 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now. They want to make that person proud. They want to be an example to their family, to the community. Okay, so go out there, man, and back it up. Earn your own respect. If you want that swagger, you have to earn your own respect. It's not something that you're going to get by watching videos on 5 tips to... Nah, you got to go out there. If you're a fat bastard, get in shape. Or learn how to fight, and actually learn how to fight. Go out there and make money. The more money you make, the more respect you're going to have for yourself. Understand the process. Get good at something. Then you know what? That healthy swagger will come in. Alright, so hopefully this video has helped, fellas. If it has, make sure you give this video a like. Comment, let me know what you think down below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. See you in the next one.